Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all feeling as pumped up as I am. Guys, the big DC versus Marvel tournament is entering its third round today. If you've seen the previous videos, you know how intense things are getting. In round 2, Batman managed to defeat Iron Man and move on to the next stage. That was truly an unpredictable moment. Now it's time for the biggest clash in superhero history, the Battle of the Mythologies. Today, we're not just comparing two superheroes. Today, we're pitting two gods against each other. From the DC universe, we have the Amazonian princess and ambassador of peace, Wonder Woman. And from the Marvel universe, the god of thunder and heir of Asgard, Thor. Who will win? Hammer versus sword? Amazon versus Asgardian? Stick with us as we break down this fight from every angle. And a very important note, to participate in this round's poll and send your favorite hero to the next stage, you must stay with me until the end of the video. The poll is located on our channel. Make sure you go and cast your vote. Okay, folks, now we get to introduce these two champions. First, let's look at the Queen of the Amazons, the female hero, and the Ambassador of Peace, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is one of the oldest and most important heroes in comic book history. Her first appearance dates back to 1941 in All-Star Comics number 8. The creator of this amazing character was William Moulton Marston. Interestingly, he was also a psychologist and the inventor of the lie detector, the lasso of truth, and the artwork was done by H.G. Peter. Diana's story begins on a secret island called Themyscira, where only the Amazonian warrior women live. Diana was the daughter of Queen Hippolyta and trained on that same island. Years later, when an American pilot named Steve Trevor crashes on the island, Diana volunteers to introduce the Amazons to the world of men as an ambassador of peace. Diana's powers? They're incredible. She possesses physical strength on par with Superman, and she is a masterful, classically trained fighter. Later, it was revealed that the source of her power runs deeper. She is actually the daughter of Zeus, king of the Greek gods and an Amazonian. This means Diana is truly a demigod. Wonder Woman forms one of the three main pillars of the Justice League and is a symbol of courage, truth, and peace all at once. Now we move to her rival from the Marvel Universe, the heir of Asgard, Thor. Thor came to the comic world a bit later. His first appearance was in 1962 in Journey into Mystery number 83. The creators of Thor were the Marvel Dream Team, Stan Lee, Larry Lieber, and the great Jack Kirby. Thor's story begins in the realm of Asgard. Thor is the son of Odin, the king of the Asgardian gods and the god of thunder. Early on, Thor was very arrogant and warmongering. To teach him humility, Odin took away his powers and sent him to Earth in the form of a frail, mortal man named Donald Blake. Blake later found a wooden cane which transformed into the magical hammer Mjolnir, and Thor regained his powers. And, of course, the condition for using the hammer that we all know. Whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor. This condition transformed Thor from an arrogant warrior into a true hero. Thor possesses purely divine power. He can control the weather, create massive storms and devastating lightning bolts. He has been a core member of the Avengers and has always been a bulwark against the greatest cosmic threats in Marvel. Alright folks, now we get to the serious part of the video, comparing the powers of these two fighting gods. To figure out who wins in a one-on-one battle, we need to analyze every aspect closely.
Raw physical strength. If we're only talking about punching power, both are in the highest tier. Wonder Woman, with her divine strength, can move mountains and strike blows that can take down the strongest beings, like Superman. But what about Thor? Thor is a complete Asgardian god. His power is inherently defined at a cosmic level. Thor has proven multiple times that he can physically fight the Hulk, and in his strongest states resist the pressure of dying stars or black holes. Ultimately, even though Diana is incredibly strong, Thor's raw physical strength and divine stamina rank one step higher. Speed and agility. Here, the big advantage goes to Wonder Woman. Thor, with his massive frame and heavy armor, is considered a slow titan. Even his flying speed with Mjolnir doesn't compare to Diana's speed. Wonder Woman can fly at great speeds and possesses superhuman reaction times. This means Diana can easily dodge all of Thor's heavy blows, appear behind him, and attack from blind spots. This speed advantage allows Diana to completely control the rhythm of the battle and tire Thor out. Elemental control. This section is Thor's exclusive domain. Wonder Woman has divine powers, but Thor is the god of thunder himself. He can create massive storms, high winds, and lightning bolts that can destroy an entire city. These lightning strikes can deal significantly stronger blows to Diana than Thor's physical strength. This ability is a long-range, devastating weapon for Thor. While Diana has to get close, Thor can attack from a distance using the power of nature. The mythological tools. Now, the climax of the battle, the gear. Thor has Mjolnir, or Stormbreaker. These aren't just hammers, they're weapons that can absorb magical energy, shatter dimensions, and are virtually indestructible due to Odin's enchantment. But Diana is not lacking either. Her God-Killer sword is proven to be able to sever divine bonds. This means Diana's sword can inflict serious damage on Thor. Most importantly, the Lasso of Truth. This weapon is a psychic containment tool. If Diana succeeds in wrapping the lasso around Thor, he will be psychically contained and might even be forced to drop his weapon. This is Diana's tactical wildcard that can shift the battle from physical to psychological. And finally, in terms of power, Thor can finish the job with one powerful blow. But Diana, because of her speed, can ensure Thor never lands the final strike. This battle is truly a war between infinite power and speed and containment tactic. The winner is the one who can use their ultimate weapon first. Well, we've figured out how strong these two are, but no hero is invincible. To make the right decision on who wins, we have to look at the weaknesses of these gods and how their opponent can exploit them. If we're going to critique Diana, her main vulnerability comes down to the source of her divine and magical powers. First of all, vulnerability to cutting magic. Even though Diana is a demigod herself, strong magic can always hurt her. Thor's hammer, a weapon made of Uru, or Stormbreaker, is a magical weapon that can severely wound Diana. This is a direct vulnerability. The second weakness is vulnerability to piercing attacks. This is because she's an Amazonian and not a Kryptonian, like Superman. Although this is less emphasized in newer versions, Thor's hammer, or axe, is an extremely dangerous piercing weapon.
In short, Thor's main weapon, magic and massive destructive power, directly targets Diana's weaknesses. On the other hand, despite his boundless power, Thor has very specific weaknesses that Diana can exploit. Thor's most important weakness is vulnerability to speed and agility. As I said, Thor is slow. Diana can land dozens of blows in the blink of an eye, and Thor might not even realize it. This means for Thor to hit Diana, he has to use area attacks, like lightning storms, to force Diana to retreat. The second weakness is vulnerability to intelligent tactics and opposing energies. Thor is a direct warrior. He isn't versed in complex Amazonian strategies like Diana. If Diana can turn the fight from a slugfest into a tactical game, Thor will face serious problems. The third weakness is Mjolnir or Stormbreaker itself. Yes, the weapon. If Diana can separate Mjolnir from Thor, his thunder power is halved. Or if she can use her bracelets to absorb and return the hammer's energy, Thor will be stunned for a moment, and that's all the opportunity Diana needs. Or she might even be worthy enough to lift the hammer, and that would create a serious problem for Thor.
In short, Thor's weakness is within himself, lack of speed and over-reliance on raw power, and that is exactly what Diana excels at. Well, folks, after a heavy and detailed analysis of the strengths and weaknesses of these two mythological gods, we've reached the crucial moment, the moment when we have to say who has the better chance of winning. The battle between Wonder Woman and Thor was a war between element and tactic. Diana has a big advantage in speed and containment. She can tire Thor out, dodge his blows, and land serious hits with her god-killer sword. The lasso of truth is also a constant threat that can psychically cripple Thor. But on the opposite side, Thor also has two undeniable trump cards. First, raw divine power and infinite stamina, which significantly raise his durability. Second, the ability to control lightning, which is an area attack that can neutralize Diana's speed. After weighing all the factors, we can say that Diana will prolong the battle, but most likely Thor's pure cosmic power will ultimately prevail. If Thor can land a direct lightning strike or a powerful blow from Stormbreaker on Diana, given Diana's vulnerability to magic, it's game over. Therefore, in our analysis, Thor is declared the winner of this battle by a very narrow margin. But my opinion is just a hypothesis. The true winner of this round, as I've said since the beginning of the tournament, is decided by you. If you agree with me that Thor wins, or conversely, you think Diana will defeat the God of Thunder with the lasso of truth, you need to act right now. To participate in the poll and cast your final vote, go to the community section or the poll section on our channel right now. Vote for your favorite hero to send them to the next round of the tournament. Every vote you cast changes the fate of this mythological battle. And now, let's move on to announcing the epic next round battle. The next battle is no longer a battle of gods, it's a battle of patriotism and leadership. From the DC universe, we have one of the symbolic members of the Justice Society, who defends the people with his shield, Guardian, and his rival from the Marvel universe, the symbol of hope and leadership with a shield made of vibranium, Captain America. A classic battle between two heroes with shields. Guardian versus Captain America. Who is the true leader of the field? Make sure you hit that bell so you don't miss the next round's analysis. If you enjoyed this comparison of the gods, don't forget to like and subscribe. And of course, if you missed the previous analysis videos in this series, click right now on the videos that appeared on the screen to watch them. And until the next video, goodbye.